Hello, everybody. Good morning to good afternoon. We are about 8:50 Eastern Time. It is 8:50 p.m. in Singapore, 9:50 a.m. in Buenos Aires, and it's currently about 1:50 p.m. in London. We are broadcasting live from Southern California, where it's currently 5:50 a.m. and we're about to tackle on the pre-market for Tuesday, June the 16th, 2020. So far, we have, let's see, analytics shows we have 4 users. The question comes in from Goku Black. Good morning, Goku Black. Where are you? Where are you watching the show from? Uh, while we get that, Goku Black is asking, can you use Flow Algo pre-market? Hey, good evening, Miss Carol. How is Singapore tonight? So the answer to that, Goku Black, is no. Flow Algo is only live, brings in print and option flow when from the moment the market open at 9 9:30 Eastern Time. Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, okay. Nashville, Tennessee. Are you part of our Discord? Because I'm not sure. I'm definitely positive there is a trader in our Discord room from Nashville, Tennessee. So if you are in Nashville, Tennessee, that's make it two. Two. You are not. I'm not sure if you're part of our Discord yet, so you may not be a user. So, okay. So hopefully that answers your question on flow algo. The market needs to be open in order for flows to start coming in. Sometimes, not sometimes, after, let's say, when the market closes, especially since the ETF trade all the way to 15 minutes after, you will get some flow coming in 15 minutes after, but they start exactly at 9:30 Eastern when the market open. Excellent. Well, Goku Black, how did you hear about us then? Since you confirmed that you are not the person who is on Discord room, how did you hear? How did you end up here? We're glad to have you. Not that we do not mind at all. All right, so let's go ahead and really let's get into this. A lot has happened since Sunday. For those who were not with us, oh, okay. Goku Black, just like, I don't know, 90% of the people we interact with, he found us through our videos on Flow Algo. Thank you, sir. So if you are not sure if you would like to join our Discord room, go to our website, successfultradings.com. There's a lot of material on there and examples, videos on Flow Algo, as you have seen. And if you would like to be part of our Discord, send us an email and we will see what we can do for you. Okay, so folks, yeah, let's get in here right away. So what do we want to see? We want to go to the market. So a lot has happened since Sunday nights. Yeah, because there was a great deal of I don't know, concern or whatever, but the markets were trending red, right, on Sunday night and late Sunday going into Monday. We were super red. I mean, we can look at this now and just. SPY posted a low of 297 yesterday, folks. Yeah. And here, all of a sudden, bang, bang, just a few words from Tonton Jerome Powell. And I think the Prezi also touted some infrastructure investment. So everything is green, folks. Life is good all over again. So SPY is up 3%. Yeah, I'm rounding up at 316. So, oh boy, well, what can I say on here? For those who are familiar with the Melissa trade, this is a big score. This is a big score. QQQ is up 2.2%. Is actually, we can actually consider QQQ as a lagger, notwithstanding what IBB is doing. The Dow Jones industrial averages, the DIE at least, which represent the ETF for the Dow Jones, it's up 3.6%. At 267.83, and the Russell 2K, which is usually lagging or leading, it's up all the way to 147. I think as of yesterday, it was still printing 135-ish. So a lot happened in 48 hours in the market. And The energy ETF XOP is up 6%, currently printing at 62.11. All right, so if we do a quick check into our broader watch list and we decide to rank them. Okay, so we have one stock on here on our watch list that is currently printing red. Other than that, everything is green. Everything is green. My friend, look at this. What say you? IQ is up 37% on the what's the news on IQ? Tencent is trying to take over as the primary. Right now, IQ is partially owned by Baidu, so Baidu is bullish onto this. So for those who are in Discord room, I think very early this morning, I shared an idea, a trade idea on IQ. IQ is definitely tradable at this level. If you don't know how to trade IQ at this level, join. That's a compelling reason to join our subscription, because we'll teach you, we will coach you about how to go trading stock like IQ. IQ is part of our watch list, and we have experience trading it, and we will make recommendations on how to go about trading it today. The broader Discord room had a trade today. I will have some sour news to share about IQ to the subscribers in our private room. But hey, that's what's under the bridge. I mean, that's what's under the bridge. But a stock that's up 38%, definitely worth your attention. So that's that. So let's go back to the watch list then. Let's go back to the watch list. So we came to IQ because it was the biggest mover over time. So we have plenty of big moves. So the subscribers, they had the list yesterday, and yours truly was starting the race to 10 bagger it's on. So it will be interesting which one of the subscribers alerts that they have had since last Friday will first reach 10 bagger this week. I can't wait. I'm very excited. All right, folks, let's go ahead here, and I'm going to take. Hey, good morning, Miss Alexis. Good evening, Miss Alexis. We are currently approaching 9 p.m. in Singapore. So glad that you guys can make it. That really shows motivation to trade the U.S. markets on that schedule. Okay, folks, let's go ahead. If you have any question, any stock that you want us to take a look at, that's why we are here for. The pre-market, we're going to keep an eye on the pre-market just for sake. But I mean, right now, it's an open boulevard to buy. What possibly can go wrong, folks? We are Tuesday, right? We are only Tuesday. And we are gapping up once again. So... Okay, so that's an inside joke here between myself and people in our Discord. Tuesday is known as Puts Scalping Tuesday. That's what Tuesday is known for. So at least, so it's interesting what's going to happen on here, and the pattern is typically huge gap up, or gap up of any type. But this gap up this morning is huge. I mean. Could I say that with... so I guess everybody is just content with the position or what they are going to pay. Again, this is early in the week, right? So if, let's say, you do not have a position as of now, or you feel as if yesterday, I know some of you yesterday, some of our traders yesterday, they have some platform issues. So... Be mindful that we are Tuesday on this gap up before making a rash decision into some fear of having missed out or anything. It's okay. If the market is capable of moving this much in 2 days, you can imagine, obviously, what's in store. But in any case, it creates opportunities, right? It creates unique opportunities that you will be able to exploit later, even in the trading session. A day like this one, the last 90 minutes, the last couple of hours, they will be bound of opportunities. The market doesn't go straight up all the way, folks. It might, but that's not how it functions. So just be mindful of that. Okay, folks, I'm just waiting for questions. I'm not sure what else it's out there today. A lot of everything is moving. Everything is moving. So a lot of opportunities on there. So that's how traders, in terms of choosing what to trade and what strategy to use, that's where the trading skill come into hand. Because I mean, it's easy to pick to pick a trade out of many, but when you have so many opportunities like this one, definitely it's a question of okay, how to judicially place our positions. Hey, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Calvin from Ontario, Canada. Nice shirt. All right. So, okay. So, because Mr. Calvin said that, I'm going to wear more shirt like this now. Thank you, sir. That's so funny. So yeah, one thing on here. Let's say for those who, because I know some of our traders, you may have positions, so you're wondering, oh, what to do with positions. It's you always have the possibility. I wanted to say option. You always have the ability to take partial profit, right? So with the market gapping up like this, if you take partial profit when they present themselves, you have capital now to elaborate other type of strategies. No, okay. Carol is asking, do you see a pullback at open after the big gap up? What can I possibly see that, Miss Carol? I don't see, I don't see that many things. To be honest with you, here's all I know, and here's all I can repeat. Right? Tuesday is Puts Scalping Tuesday. That's have to have a reason. So when you ask me, do I see a pullback? Mr. Jerome Powell did not tell me which keyword he will be using. Is he testifying today? Okay, so that's going to add volatility, folks. So if the chairman is testifying today in the Senate, so we need to be mindful of the timing of that. So do I see a pullback? I see a pullback any time that the market makes such a severe move. That can only make sense, right? Pullback or sideways, because we're only Tuesday. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. There is no rushing into because people could be feeling that they miss out on trades. We're gonna have opportunity to trade this market as long as we are open mind. Because some traders, they may be, on a Tuesday like this, I can only trade calls. Again, unless proven, I don't care if proven contrary. I think 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, the market did something like this, and then I was sharing with the traders in the room saying, I'm ready for my put scalping Tuesday. But there were not that many opportunities, but there was at least one stock. So today, for the subscriber, I'm going to give you, once we are done on here, I'm going to give you 3 stocks actually that you have a good potential of fading with put today. How about that? Is that a good answer for you, Miss Carol? But the need is we have to go to be patient, because upon that move, in order for that move that setup to take place, we may have to wait an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah. All right, so we have 10 viewers or so. At this time, I will just, I was going through some of my watch list on TeleTrader. For those who don't know, TeleTrader it's a small app, it's a free app that you can download either in your how do they call it? Play Store, or I don't know, iPhone Store. I don't have an iPhone, so but it helps do technical analysis offline. So some of you may know about it. So I'm just checking to see the watch list has a behavior within each watch list, what I can potentially find in there. So for the newcomers, we're just going to reset a little bit on here. So we are Tuesday, June the 16th. We are looking at the pre-market. Well, it would be good if we were actually looking at it. Yeah, you guys have that feed. You have that feed constantly. So maybe let's go to market view. We're looking at the pre-markets for June the 16th, 2020. If you are watching for Sydney, where it's currently 11:05 p.m., or Osaka, where it's 10:05 p.m., welcome. It's 4:05 in Doha and 9:05 p.m. in Hong Kong. We are broadcasting live from Southern California, where it's currently 6:06 a.m. Pacific time. We are looking at SPY, which is going higher and higher here in the pre-market. Let me get to give you a look at what's going on in Europe, and more particularly, how we gauge the overall world markets using the DAX, the German index. It's currently up 3.7% at 12,357. If you're wondering about how does that how does that correlate to the U.S. market, then I invite you to check out our research article on the blog successfultradings.com. The 52-week high for the DAX is 13,795. So there's still a long way, over 1,400 points to go over there. But over this month, other than the dip that we had last week, the DAX, as you know, has been trending in lockstep with the U.S. market, and with SPY more particularly. So since yesterday, it's clearly showing that recovery. So it's the one that, if you were not with us yesterday in pre-market, we hinted that, and we shared that with the subscriber. That was the first thing we shared very, very early in the pre-market with them, that the chart, the daily chart of the DAX, since they are 6 hours ahead of us, that gave us a preview of the runouts that we saw yesterday on SPY. So that's the value of the research that we share with you on this channel on here. So if you have any stock that you want me to take a look at, this is the time for that. As we will make sure to give people enough time on here, because with so many moving parts, we all want to be ready. Hopefully, everybody will be able to trade today. The platforms hopefully are okay, including myself, because my platform has this habit that when the market's either bullish or bearish in this manner, all of a sudden they experience some congestion. But yesterday, actually, the issues that some of the platform were having, I think there was a major outage yesterday that affected a lot of telecommunication company to the greater extent. I think the FCC made a comment about going into investigating one of those companies today. You may have seen that company. It was the only stock that was red on our watch list. So we can flash that watch list again. Okay, so Netflix is red. Well, Not sure what's that about. I mean, it was red. That's not much of a red, really, to be honest. So we see here across different sectors, because the value of this watch list is that we have readings across different sectors, right? So this is a broad bullish type of move on here. So it's really across the board. So the energy, we see the stocks that I think was it less than a week, no, 2 weeks ago, they broke out of a multi-week that they were. So stock like Oxy, stock like Halliburton, or XOP, their ETF. So they pulled back last week, but it will be interesting here to see if they retest those high values, stock like COP or XOM. So that will be interesting. I definitely will keep a watch until. That's why I have them on the watch list, so to see the overall actions of the market. Keith is asking WFC. Hey Keith, sir, everything that you need to know on WFC was given to you yesterday in your private room. if you miss out, nothing has changed. So if nothing has changed, so just go with which that was shared with you yesterday in your subscriber room. Same thing for Mr. BK Ardash. So please go to your subscriber room. Comments were made yesterday on SQ, right? They still hold true. That hasn't changed. And I can talk about Snap. Okay, let's talk about Snap. Snap is a stock that it wasn't. I think it was. It was who? I think it was Jack or somebody. We were talking about it a week ago, if I believe, and or 2 weeks ago, and he started by saying that, hey. I will only put Snap in our trading watch list if it goes above $20. So since then, it's obviously it has gone above $20. Let's see. It's better if I share my screen. That's where we can all see which I'm talking about, and we will conclude on that. So can we go? Let's do this. Okay. So now. Okay, there's a small lag, so let me just wait for the screen to refresh itself. That's where we can take a look at the chart for Snap and answer that question. So yeah, there was a talk, I think, over a week ago or so, where I told one of the members who brought it up that I'm going to put it in the watch list when it goes above $20, and they did. They were quick to remind me of that, so I kept my promise. So Snap is now part of our watch list, and until this was June 10, last Wednesday, it was actually just this breakout on here out of this. The last time that it was at this type of level, January 2020. But I mean, that for Snap was really a bullish move on here. So, and I believe there were prints, right? So, but then it pulled back just like everybody else. Yesterday, this is a very, very nice green candle. That's now it can just continue really. So in terms of potential targets on here, the upper Bollinger currently stand. It will change a little bit today, right? As of yesterday, it stand at 2180. So if you are asking me for my opinion here, for me, I will be interested in taking a short and long range view at Snap to be able to look at. Let's switch to maybe the weekly to see what type of target we can think of on here. We can have in mind on here. The IPO, when the IPO was put in, this feels like a long time ago, but Snap actually has not been around for a long. It's 2017, so March 2017. That initial ramp up took it to 29.44. So let's say 30. Maybe not there straightforward. Depend on your timeline, but hey, I can definitely see. Well, first of all, so here definitely 24. How much timeline? It may be running out of room on the upper Bollinger, which on the weekly chart right now they are stand at 22. But within a couple of weeks on here, 25 it's definitely something, yeah, just to use a round number. If you want to use 24, that's on there. So yeah, Snap need to break out completely out of this. So that's why 24 is that limit on there. So after that, it's anybody guess where it potentially can go. So yeah, the action on Snap, it looks bullish if it can confirm posting higher highs. That's the simple way to analyze a stock, really. Hey, on any time frame, here we're looking at the week to week, can Snap this week post a higher high than the previous week, which was at 21.36. Currently in pre-market, the bid is 21.19, the ask is 21.25, so it looks as if it has a shot at it. So upon confirmation, that gives traders confidence that, hey, a stock, it's moving in the right direction, and more traders will come. That's why when something is trending up, because other people, that's the nature of trading and the nature of life. When psychologically others see that something is doing something, they want to be part of that as well. So I hope that gives you some perspective on Snap. I do not know your timeline, so I try to answer to the best of my ability on there. Okay, one last question for the road. All right. So I'm gonna wait for a minute on here since there is a lag, and if not, one last check on. Let's see. Let's go check where the futures are, or the pre-markets rather. So how about the markets? Yeah, I mean, they're still vacillating in that high. I mean, what was this one at 4% or something earlier? But I mean, 315. This is clearly above 315. So 315 puts SPY in the middle of that gap. I'm sorry that I'm switching. I will not switch screens so that you can see that, but I can just tell you, if you pull up your daily chart for SPY, the gap, we closed yesterday at what? We closed yesterday at 307, right? So we gapped down last Wednesday into Thursday from a close of 319 to 311. So 311 was that number on there. So here we are in the middle, in no man's land, if you will, between 319 and 311. Right in the middle is 315. So something has got to give. Either we come back to 311 to retest that, or we are going to find a way to shoot up, or maybe, but that again, for that to happen, it can take time, meaning we can go sideways on here for a while, today being Tuesday or something, because the market makers, it's in their interest for stock not to move, because then they would make money in both directions, in both call and puts. Always be aware of that when you are seeing sideways action. There is a reason why markets are doing sideways. Okay, folks. Well, I wish everybody a good trading session. We cross our fingers that our platforms are able to let us trade today, and we will be talking with the subscriber in the chat room. Okay, catch you later, everybody.